Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om, salutations to Bhagavan Vasudeva. Then today we are going to look at an important aspect of mantra yoga, not only of the mantra yoga. In fact, religion has grown out of this theme that we're going to handle today. And the theme is sacrifice. And from the very earliest times, humans have intuited the efficacy and the necessity of sacrifice in human lives. In the old days, we had these great fire sacrifices, and that sacrifice was a kind of enactment of the first sacrifice which was performed by the Creator in order to bring forth creation. This, as we find it in the Purusha Sukta, one of the earliest hymns in the Rig Veda, that creation itself began with that sacrifice. Now, this Vedic sacrifice is technically called yajna. Yajna, the old fire sacrifices. The earlier aspect of that was called kratu. Don't get bogged down with these technicalities. It's just that sacrifices, Vedic sacrifices, was an enactment of that primeval sacrifice. And also it is symbolic of what you're supposed to do in life. Life can only be elevated, life can only be enhanced through sacrifice. This is the law of life. It is the basis of not only life, it's the basis of love. Wherever there is sacrifice, there will be found love. And this is an act of worship. And this worship is, as we know, it's a slow, kind of gradual giving up certain things that you possess, that you want, that you have, to the Lord. The best things. So imagine in daily life, the highest expression of sacrifice is in a mother's love for a child. That is a sacrifice. The soldiers, you can say, sacrifice for the country. The students, you can say, studies day and night to acquire knowledge. So everything is based on sacrifice, and when that is based on sacrifice, you start becoming elevated. It's a very important factor. So all religions have this element of sacrifices. Okay, this is clear. This whole universe is one sacrifice. This sacrifice is going on and on. Swami Vivekananda says, sacrifice in the past has been the law. It will be so, alas, for ages to come. There it is. Sacrifice is the law of life. Now, when we club this sacrifice, what is this sacrifice? Okay. Now, we all have seen the fire sacrifice, which is performed in the kind of a Vedic ritual. It's not only the Vedic ritual, all ancient civilizations were all fire worshippers. All of them. See? Fire or sun worshippers, whatever. And you find that this fire sacrifice represented the deity, Agni. In our context, we will take this as the deity of the personal god called Vasudeva or Ramakrishna. Okay. Now, in this fire sacrifice, what happens is you take material things and offer them to the Lord in the fire. This is the idea of a sacrifice. It's a symbolic act, the worship, the highest form of worship. In the Bhagavad Gita, after enumerating all the various types of sacrifices, the Lord says, of all the sacrifices, I am Japa, Yagni. I am the sacrifice that is performed through Japa, that is repetition of God's name. Now this has kind of blown up all old ideas of sacrifice and made it more pervasive and more internal. Every time you repeat God's name, that God is in that repetition itself. And not only is a repetition, later on he says that I am the mantra, I am the act of oblation, I am the sacrifice. Adiyagno ahamevatra dehe deha vritam varaha. I am the sacrifice. So you have this idea that the fire that we have, the fire, that itself is the Lord. And in this fire, we offer our oblations, and everything like sparks and embers coming out from that fire, as the whole universe has emerged from that primeval sacrifice. So all mantras and all forms of worship has emerged from the sacrifice. From sacrifice, from the Lord himself. The Lord is the fire. The Lord is the sacrifice. The Lord is the mantra. The Lord is the repetition of that mantra. Here you have a tremendous idea of spirituality. And he says that I, as the Lord of sacrifices, I am the ultimate experiencer. Aham hi sarvayajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. I am the Lord of the sacrifices, as well as I am the one who accepts the offerings that have been given to me. I am the enjoyer, the experiencer. So here also we have, he's saying, I am the Adi Yagna, I am the primeval being called the sacrifice. So this symbolic act now has become kind of transformed. The Lord himself says, Mantro aham, I am the mantra. I am what is offered, Ajyam. I am Hutam. I am everything connected. So the Lord himself is a sacrifice. If we get this clear, then I think we can proceed. So when he says, Aham hi sarva yajnana, I am in all sacrifices as the experiencer, the Lord, the witness, and the giver of the results. So now, how do we get transformed? You know, in an ordinary fire sacrifice, in the old days, in the Vedic days, you had to do this fire sacrifice 2 times a day, approximately 2 times, morning and evening. And so in that fire sacrifices, you start putting that ahuti, that fire home. You take either a leaf or a flower, and then you put it out here in the fire. The fire represents the Lord, and you are offering what belongs to the Lord, what has been created by the Lord, into that fire. It's like, they say that worshipping Ganga, the goddess Ganga, with Ganga water, worshipping the deity with what belongs to the deity. So here we have this idea that we are now offering one by one by one. In this case, you can see the leaf called the bay leaf is offered with the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya Swaha. This is the act of worship. Okay? This is the physical aspect. You can see. Now, as you're offering this maybe 108 times or 1008 times, whatever, in mantra yoga, we use this, and instead of offering a leaf or a fruit or a flower or anything, what we do is we are offering your own mantra. Okay. Now, when we are talking, what are we offering? Every time you repeat the mantra, you are, as it were, offering that mantra at the feet of the Lord. So you can do it with the deity as fire, and also you can use a certain. There are many people who use a lamp. We've got this picture for you to understand that every time you offer a lamp, it's like offering a mantra at the feet of the deity. You have these small lamps, and you take one lamp and you offer it at the feet of the deity with the repetition of the mantra. So this becomes an act which is both physical as well as mental. If you want to just keep it on the mental level, you don't need the physical lamp, the object. You can use mentally the repetition of the mantra as a kind of a small lamp that one offers to it. Every time one repeats the mantra, you, as it were, taking that small lamp and offering to the deity. This is another way of mantra yoga as a sacrifice. We also have, there are some who are, you don't like the idea of lamps. Okay. So you can have flowers. You have a basket of flowers, a collection of flowers, and the deity, depends on the deity. Sri Ramakrishna loves white flowers, so you can use white flowers. Okay, the Divine Mother likes red flowers, you can use red flowers. And the Ganesha also likes red flowers. And there are certain deities, Vishnu likes yellow flowers. So you can have a collection of flowers, different colored flowers, and then you can, with every mantra repetition, offer that flower at the feet of the deity. With the mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You take one flower and you offer it mentally. Those who have the capacity or who have the tendency of having something tangible to be done here in front of them can use a flower, a tray of flowers, and take a flower and offer one flower at a time to the deity. Those who are a little kind of don't want to be bothered with externals can actually offer a mental flower as an offering along with the mantra. The mantra itself is now represented as a flower, symbolic. Okay, I think this is more or less clear. What happens in this case? We have this problem of visualization and repetition at the same time while knowing the meaning of the mantra. So your visualization becomes kind of inevitable when you're going to offer the flower or a lamb or any kind of, you can see the mantra as a ember of flame of fire to the fire. You can understand it. Yeah, I have to visualize it. You can also take a few drops of water in your palm and offer it. That also becomes anything that it represents you offering that mantra to the deity. So this is the idea is your best possessions, the best thing that you have in this with you should be offered to the Lord. You don't offer stale, rotten, worm-eaten flowers and fruits and all, and the Lord does not mind. No, kind of. Use the best things. Okay? And that's the idea. So what's the best possession that you have? The very best thing in the world is the name of the Lord. People, they think, oh my God, I don't have anything in this world. I don't have anyone in this world. What a kind of ridiculous way of thinking is this? You have the best thing in this world, and that is the Lord's name. And the Lord's name is nothing but the Lord in a form of a sound. So you already have the Lord in your life. That's the best thing that's happened to you. Well, there are some people who don't appreciate it. So this mantra that you have, possibly that it has been given to you by your guru, who is nothing but a channel. But the Lord himself has come to you in the form of a name, in the form of a deity. And what you are doing is, as we have said, the Lord is the sacrifice, the Lord is the deity, the Lord is the mantra, the Lord is the act of offering. So your whole life now becomes an act of sacrifice, not only during mantra repetition, but otherwise also. Your thoughts, your words, your deeds are now offered as oblations into the fire of the Lord, which is the Lord himself. That's a grand concept. So you bring the concept of the mantra with the concept of sacrifice joined together, and there you have a visualization of the mantra as well as the act of worship, the act of love, the act of sacrifice that's going on. This is what is called mantra yoga. It's a perfect. Okay. Now, you offer the flower to the deity, where you just don't throw it at the Lord, okay, on his face or in the body. Do it respectfully, kind of place it there on his feet. So that's the idea. When you repeat the mantra, you repeat it with devotion and visualize yourself offering that repetition, each repetition, as a flower at the feet of the Lord. So it's an offering over and over and over and over. Don't worry, the Lord is not going to get annoyed if his feet are heaped with flowers, because he is the Lord of the sacrifices and he is the Lord here in the body. He says, that he is the Lord of sacrifice in this body. So in this body, in this mind, you have the Lord accepting your sacrifice, accepting a mantra. If you can keep even a little of this idea as you repeat the mantra, there is nothing like it. It will be the most powerful spiritual discipline that is in the world. And in this you can get knowledge, obviously. You get devotion, you get concentration, you get yoga, as I say. This is a simple act of offering. Yeah. So what happens is you don't repeat your mantra also fast, like people are in a hurry, they want to quickly finish the repetition. The Lord also wants to quickly leave this place. So quickly finish it off and finish. Okay. No. Take it slowly. And this is for you to also reflect on the meaning of the mantra. We have been speaking about visualization, the correct pronunciation of the mantra, and also to recollect the meaning. What does it mean? All these three things are combined in this act of offering it to the Lord. One by one, by one, by one. Okay? At one point of time in this repetition of the mantra, you will actually feel your mantra as living, as tangible. And you are, as it were, offering that mantra tangibly to the feet of the Lord. Later on, you will find the mantra itself as a part of your being, a part of your soul. And you're offering a part of your soul to the feet of the Lord. Isn't it grand? Isn't it great? This is what we need. And what else do you need more? People want so many things. Get this. If you get this, you get the whole world. Because, as I said, this whole universe has come out from that act of first sacrifice, yajna. So in our lives, we represent in a microcosm that grand universal sacrifice. So when you can perfect the sacrifice here in you, you will get that universal sacrifice. This, how do you practice it? Well, I told you how to practice it. Close your eyes, please. Sit down straight. Use this mantra, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It's on the screen. Om salutations to Bhagavan Vasudeva. Okay. We'll start with offering a lamp with every repetition into the flame or at the feet of the Lord. Okay. Start now. Chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya and offer that lamp at the feet of the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Offer it to the Lord as a lamp. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Offer that lamp to the Lord. Now switch it to a flower. Use that same mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Offer it as a flower to the feet of the Lord. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Offer it as a flower to the feet of the... Visualize the Lord. Repeat the mantra with the act of offering it to the as a flower. Repeat it mentally, please. Visualize the deity. Remember the meaning of the mantra. The deity is Vasudeva. There's a picture of Vasudeva there. So here we have the Lord, as you can see, the form, the personalized form of that mantra is this. Look at this deity. Repeat that. Om, salutations to Bhagavan Vasudeva. You can use it as an English translation also. Om, salutations to Bhagavan Vasudeva. And you offer the flower at the feet of the Lord, along with each repetition. Do it as an act of adoration. Do it as an act of love. Do it as an act of worship. Do it as an act of sacrifice. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanam.